Even the most brilliant, motivated, and skilled people can be held back by bad habits. Sometimes things you do all the time can feel so right and so comfortable, but these behaviors can steal your potential and make reaching your goals so much harder. Well, today we're focusing on the top 3 trending bad habits: overeating, spending excessive time in front of your phone, computers, TVs, and other screens, and comparing yourself to others in an unhealthy way. These 3 are stealing the potential from way too many of us. So today, we will offer solutions to help you put these bad habits in the rearview mirror. Keep listening to learn how to break free from the top 3 trending bad habits for good. Now, let me clarify something here. I am not talking about the insignificant bad habits like nail biting or twirling your hair or slouching when you sit. We all do these little things, and they may be annoying, but do not negatively affect our lives or our health. What I'm talking about is the dangerous bad habits that drain your energy, distract you from what is important, harm your health, and rob you of your joy. See, overeating, screen addiction, and constant comparison to others can cripple your confidence and your momentum, and if left unchecked, cause permanent damage physically and mentally. And here's some good news. You can stop these bad habits and even use the fact that you had them to make you stronger. In this video, we're going to show you how. Let's get to it. We all dream of success, happiness, and good health, but the journey is rarely simple, and we can be sure that there will be twists and turns along the way that we never saw coming. Life throws countless obstacles our way, and we have to learn how to defeat them or dodge them so we can keep moving forward. We can expect external challenges like an unhealthy relationship or the wrong partner, a job we don't love but we just can't leave, family who we can't get along with. Things like these can really be tough and damage our outlook. But the biggest challenge we will ever face is the one that goes on inside of us. The fight for control over how we feel about ourselves and the world that gets fought between the 2 opposing forces that inhabit each of us. One side is a past filled with disappointments and fear, and the other side, a future where anything is possible. In this battle we fight, it has to be won by the positive future side because the winner sets the expectations for your success and your happiness. See, to reach your full potential, you need to have your positive side in control. But a painful past and a never seen before but beautiful future can collide with the outcome totally up in the air. The battle rages no matter who you are or what you have. We all know people who seem to have it all, and yet they're unhappy, depressed, even suicidal. This is because they cannot win the internal battle they are fighting. Their inner voices get them to see a world not of abundance and joy, but darkness and fear. Now, our past experiences have a place and can even push us forward. We learn wisdom and resilience from our past experiences. But these experiences can also teach us fear and hesitation and convince us that any time you want to go down a new path, defeat and pain is what awaits you. You want to thrive, but you feel like you do not really have what it takes, or perhaps maybe you're just not worthy. This internal conflict between what we want and how we feel often manifests itself as bad habits. They quietly work against us and get us to move away from the tough stuff and the work that we need to do to grow. Bad habits distract us and convince us to stay where we are because it is not so bad. And that future we say we want, it's just an illusion. This happens over time, and soon you believe it and think that where you are in life is where you are supposed to be, and where you want to be is someplace you should have never looked to go. Now, I'm not going to say that overcoming all of this is easy, but I will say that if you are here listening to this, you can do it. And we have a plan for you. So here is how we end this conflict and arm you to always leave bad habits in the past. Now, to understand how you can get rid of your bad habits, you first have to understand where they come from. See, we develop habits, whether good or bad, because repeating these actions, whatever they might be, gives us something we want or we feel we need. Let me repeat that. We develop bad habits because they give us something we want or we feel that we need. Now, this could be comfort, distraction, or even validation. Now, you might not make the connection, and I do understand. You're asking yourself, how can a bad habit of eating junk food late at night until you feel sick give you something you want? The answer is that feeling of being full from the eating is satisfying a feeling of emptiness and a loss of control that you have. It's not about eating. It's about having the control to fill yourself in any way that you want or need on your terms. Eating makes you feel full and comfortable, and you love that feeling. Here's the problem. The continued overeating or indulging in any of the 3 bad habits we're talking about gives short-term rewards that come at a long-term cost. Overeating leads to health problems. Excessive screen time disconnects us from reality, and unhealthy comparisons breeds insecurity and dissatisfaction with yourself. These costs continue to rise over time, and eventually you feel crippled and powerless in your own life. And also, because you are getting something you need from the bad habit, it makes it important that you are aware that you cannot end the bad habit without dealing directly with the need you have. With this in mind, here is an effective 3-step process to break free and end any bad habit forever. First, acknowledge the bad habit for what it is. It is something you do that gives you something you want, but the cost is way too high. Then focus on the things that trigger the bad habit. What is the thing that you do or feel that causes the bad habit to start? Is there a person, your work, a situation, or a set of feelings that leads to it starting? Becoming aware directs you to the next step. Remove the triggers. Identify and eliminate the people, the situations, or the emotions that start the habit. Now, this might take some time for you to figure out, but you have to do this because your good health or even your life may depend on it. Do whatever you need to get this done, even if it means seeking professional help. Step 3, replace the bad habit with a healthy one. Now, as we've said, every bad habit gives you a reward. This is why you do it. It might be a feeling of comfort, a feeling of relief, or even pleasure. Figure out the short-term reward that keeps you coming back. Pay attention, and you will definitely discover it. And when you do, find a healthy habit as an alternative that gives you just as much, and then replace the bad habit with a healthy one that doesn't have the same cost or negative effects. Now let's apply this to the top 3 trending bad habits. Overeating is often driven by emotional discomfort or distress. You feel bad and you eat way too much. Doing this provides temporary comfort but creates long-term health problems. So, replace your overeating of unhealthy foods with healthier ones. Now here are some suggestions. If you drink too much soda or sweet drinks, replace them with herbal tea or water with lemon and honey. The taste will be different, but they are equally satisfying. And when you feel the urge to overeat, practice deep breathing, and that will help you manage your stress. When you snack, make it fresh fruit, nuts, or veggies instead of junk food. Plan out your meals and stick to the food plan. Screens dominate our lives. There's no getting around it. They educate us and inform us, but they also offer distractions when we feel bored or dissatisfied. They take us away from facing things that we need to face, and we indulge way too much. This can disconnect us from meaningful experiences and relationships and make them more difficult to come by in the future. So we've got to change. Instead of always reaching for your phone, try these things. Go for a walk or exercise to boost your energy and change your mindset. Listen to audiobooks or podcasts for entertainment without screens. And engage in hands-on activities like cooking, gardening, or even learning to play an instrument. These things stimulate your mind, keep you busy, and they're very healthy practices. Social media makes it easy for us to feel inadequate. Comparing ourselves to others comes from self-doubt and a critical inner voice. We need to stop focusing outward and focus inward. Try these things. Set some personal goals and celebrate your progress. Write a journal about your strengths and achievements to remind yourself of what you're so capable of. Follow inspiring and uplifting content online. It's everywhere. Go on YouTube. Find voices that lift you up. And finally, surround yourself with inspiring and positive people. They'll help you get through tough times and remind you of how amazing you are. I know this sounds difficult and simple at the same time. Listen, bad habits might feel like they're part of you, and you cannot let them go. The truth is, the only power they have is what you give them. They're just patterns, and with effort and persistence, you can rewrite them. And it's absolutely worth it. So use the plan we have given you here to get rid of them and any new ones you get. Now, I want to have a word here about the difficulty of overcoming bad habits and offer this as a perspective that can help. Instead of looking at them and trying to win a battle against them, focus on visualizing yourself as the best version of yourself. And that person does not have this bad habit because it simply does not fit with that person. Let me give you an example. I go to the gym 5 days a week, and many people comment about how they admire my discipline and how they just cannot seem to get started because of their schedule, or they're simply lazy. Well, here's a surprise. I have a tight schedule too, and I am just as lazy as they are. And the honest truth is, I do not love working out, but here's the deal. I have a really clear image of myself that I want to see. It is one where I am fit and healthy. I know how I want to look in my clothes and how I want to carry myself. I know that when I work out consistently and eat right, I look better, I feel better, my brain works better, my confidence is way up, and I am less susceptible to getting sick. So the way I see myself and the way I want to be in my life dictates my actions. I go to the gym and eat right to create that vision. In other words, do not focus on defeating a bad habit. Think of the person you want to be. Get it clear in your mind. Focus on the positive future of that person. Does this bad habit fit with the description of that person? If not, then let your desire to be that person cause the bad habit to simply slip away. Now, hopefully, this will make it easier. But bottom line, do not give up. You can do it. If you're struggling with one or all of these trending bad habits, take some action. Be aware of what's holding you back. remove the triggers, and replace harmful behaviors with healthier alternatives. Use your power to create the life you want and the happiness you deserve. Thank you all for listening and being here with us. As always, you are appreciated, and we thank you for being here and giving us your time. If you like the content, please subscribe, like, and share it. We are always working on new topics, and if you have any topics you would like for us to cover, please leave your suggestions in the comments. Until next time, stay positive and keep on growing. Now, go be great.